Hey everybody, welcome back for another memory keeping plan with me. This time it's for the week of April 10th through the 16th. So this week we went to California Adventure. We used day 2 of our 3-day SoCal resident Disney tickets. So I got this kit from Planella called Dreamland because it felt the most California Adventure themed with like the Pixar Pier and not Galaxy's Edge, what's it called? Avengers Campus boxes. So I didn't use the giant double box of the castle because first of all, I had no space for it this week, and also we didn't go to Disneyland this week. So it's just going to be all focused on California Adventure. I can't believe this was already like 2 months ago. It feels like it wasn't that long ago, but 2023 is just flying by. So yeah, we had a much better time in California Adventure this week that you're seeing here than we did in Disneyland the month prior. That Disneyland day in early March was just not the most pleasant, not gonna lie. California Adventure, there were still things that were shutting down that day. Like at one point we were in line for the Ferris wheel and then they started turning people away. So I don't know what's going on there. If you're not aware of like Disneyland news out here, the only reason I know about it is that like it's part of our local news. Apparently Disneyland's like trying to expand even more, and I'm kind of like, you seem to be having a lot of electrical problems just with the stuff you currently have. Like, figure that out first before you make expansion plans, maybe? Just a thought. But yeah, for the most part, we got to go on everything that we wanted. Like, one of the popular rides in Cars Land was down at one point. At one point, it had like a 2-hour wait, which wasn't great. So we didn't end up going on that. I think the Incredicoaster was down at one point, but I have absolutely no interest in going on that. So everything that we wanted to go on was just fine. And then this was also during the time of the California Adventure Food and Wine Festival, so there were a lot of different booths for food, which I got really excited about. Although I'm realizing like Disney food is just not my thing. Like people make a big deal about Disney food. It's just fine. Like there were things we tried that were a little bit different than what you would normally get in Disney because it was Food and Wine Festival season. But really the only thing that was like that good was, what was it? I think there were brisket and Gouda sliders, like the first thing we ate that day. And then everything else was just, it was just fine. I do love that you can get clam chowder in California Adventure, though. We did get that for dinner. We got Boudin, the bread bowl company, well, it's a bakery in San Francisco, but I do like that you can get that in California Adventure. Disneyland food, not as many options that I actually like over there. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. I'm putting down all of my full boxes. I originally really didn't like that girl standing in front of the Pixar Pier, but she grew on me, so she ended up in the spread. The only box that I didn't end up using, besides the giant double box, was the, it's not Maleficent, it's the evil queen from Snow White, right? I just did not, I was not a fan of how that art turned out, so I didn't use that box. Luckily, I didn't need to. And then I'm going to do 2 extenders on Friday because I had lots of things to mark with going to the theme park. I do like to do the thing where you mark like every single ride you go on. For now, I'm doing it. I might get tired of it and not do it, although I don't think we're going to go to Disneyland for a while since we went, 3 different days this year already. The next theme park we'll probably do is Universal again to go for the Mario edition, but it's gonna get hot here soon, so I hate going to theme parks when it's hot. Ugh, it's just not the vibe I'm going for. And the last time I went to Universal, which was the one and only time I've gone to Universal, it was like late June and it was way too hot, so we're not going to do that for a while. But yeah, for now I like marking all of the different rides that we go on and doing lots of extenders for theme park days. It's just fun. And then I don't really have that many theme park stickers in my collection because we're not like regular theme park goers, but it's fun to like play around and see like what stickers can I use from my collection to represent this ride. So you'll see a lot of that. If you watched my Disney plan with me back from March, like I did the same thing then. So now we get the California Adventure version. So I'm putting the Groot box on that extender down there. Those extender boxes are from Scribble Prints Co. I think I used the rose gold ones the rose gold bougie ones, because I needed all of this space for background to actually extend the day and not just put a full box behind it. I still struggle with like the full box extenders sometimes though when it's this way, when they're bougied like this. And then we're gonna go in with the glitter headers. And then I think pretty soon we'll be able to get into the day by day. I don't film like every single part of the base. And I didn't use foil this week since I had a full kit, full brand new kit. So there were no underlays this week. That's how I'm budgeting for planning this year. I don't normally like pastel colors, but with this kit, I feel like it really worked to go along with the art for Pixar Pier and all of that. I haven't been back to California Adventure since I think 2014. Anytime we've gone to Disney since then, we've gone to Disneyland because of the Star Wars editions. So a lot has changed in California Adventure since the last time I've been. Like they've really done the whole transition over to it being more Pixar themed. I don't think Cars Land existed back when I used to go. And then what was nice about it being Food and Wine Festival is that it was soaring over California instead of soaring over the world. And as someone who grew up in California and went to California Adventure for the first time when I was like, was I 11? It was like a year or two after they opened California Adventure. So I remember when California Adventure was California themed. And I didn't know this. I would have to fact check this. I saw a reel a couple weeks ago where apparently I never noticed that the big California letters from California Adventure aren't there anymore. Like it used to be, there were these big like statues of the word California spelled out. And I did not realize that they had been moved to Cal Expo, which is up in Sacramento, which is where I'm from, which is where the state fair is. I thought they just had like a second version of them because I saw those like the last time I went to the state fair was like 2016 because I just got tired of going to the state fair. California State Fair is the last couple weeks of July, early August, which is, if you don't know, pretty much the worst time to go to Sacramento. If you have to go to Sacramento in July or August, do yourself a favor and don't. It's like 111. It's not even funny. So, but that's when they decide to have the state fair nowadays. It used to be later in the year, but they moved it because kids go back to school starting like early August, anywhere between early August and Labor Day in Sacramento. It's different by every school district. It's kind of weird. So anyway, but the California Adventure letters are at Cal Expo, which is the fairgrounds in Sacramento, apparently, according to the reel that I saw. Fact check me, but I thought that was so funny. I was like, oh, I didn't realize those were the same letters this entire time. Funny story, I guess. Anyway. In the sidebar, I have a habit tracker from the kit for flossing, and then I used the meals header and a weekly checklist to mark what dinners we had this week. And then I just left the rest of the sidebar open because I did not want to use that extra full box. And maybe I'll put a photo in there later if I go and print one of our California Adventure Day. Although I don't know that I have any that are portrait orientation. So that might just stay blank like that, and that's totally fine. But to get into the day by day, on Monday, I marked with a car sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. that my husband was at his parents' house working instead of working in our apartment because he was getting his window repaired because somebody busted it out the week before, which is really rude of them. And then I marked with a Once More with Love kind of desk on fire sticker that the power went out while he was gone, so I couldn't do any work. That was cool. So I scheduled my dentist appointment instead because I could use my phone. I didn't need the power or the internet for that. So that phone call sticker is from Cinderella Paper. And then I used the planner sticker from the kit to mark that I filmed a plan with me while the power was out. If the power came back on while I was filming that plan with me. But basically I moved everything to the kitchen because I have some big bright windows there that I could use. Most of the time, like you're seeing right here, I film with artificial light. I got some lights off of Amazon when we moved into this apartment because where my desk is not in front of a window like our last apartment that we lived in 3 whole years ago. I didn't need artificial light because my desk was right in front of a window, but now I film with artificial light for the most part. But for this one particular instance, I had to film in front of windows. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done with my time while the power was out. After the power came back on, I graded some essays, so I have a marking munchkin from Once More with Love, and then I just marked that we had a really great talk over dinner, my husband and I, so I have a couple munchkin that's really cute from Once More with Love. I don't remember exactly what we talked about, but it just was a really engaging conversation over dinner. I love talking to my husband. I like hanging out with him. That should be the standard, but I don't know, like I feel like sometimes it's not for some people. So I'm really grateful that I have that in my life. And then we watched a bunch of different TV that night together. So that television icon is from Cinderella Paper. It looks like we watched Try Guys and 10-Minute Power Hour on YouTube. And then we also rewatched Parks and Recreation. Tuesday, I marked that my husband worked at the office this day with an @ symbol that's left over from the Cinderella Paper kit. And then I marked that I was having one-on-one meetings with all of my students this day. Well, not all of them, like a third of them, because of course most of them signed up for Thursday instead of Tuesday. So I have a meeting sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. just because I was meeting one-on-one with my students. And then I marked with the like heart envelope icon from the kit that my new social security card showed up with my hyphenated last name, which is very exciting because that meant I could get started with changing it on literally everything else. I'm still working on that. I feel like I'm taking my sweet time changing my name on everything unless like it immediately needs to be changed. It'll get done this summer. I'll be officially my name hyphenated, my husband's last name by the end of the summer, I'm sure. But it's such a pain to change everything. But yeah, got the new social security card this day. So that was cool to see that. And then I got online and filed my new application for a new driver's license with the DMV and scheduled a DMV appointment. And then I was watching a bunch of our wedding footage from our videographer because I think I mentioned this last week, but I thought our online Google Drive was going to expire, like they were going to take it down at the end of this week. So I was just making sure that I had everything backed up. It's still up at this point. I don't know why. I guess they haven't filmed a lot of weddings or something. And so they're just able to keep it stored for now, which is kind of nice. But I just needed to treat it like it wasn't going to exist at the end of this week. So anyway, that laptop icon is from Bella Planella. And then I marked with a cat icon from Once More with Love where the cat's kind of going like, meow, question mark, that our cat brought us her mouse toy at dinner time. She doesn't always do this, but she does this pretty frequently if she's bored or if she thinks we're not paying enough attention to her, which often happens when we're eating dinner. She like brings her toy into the room and like meows at us because she's like, yo, hang out with me. And it's like, we're eating. And she's like, I don't care. So I like to mark when that happens because it's just really cute. And then on Wednesday, I marked again that my husband worked at the office. And then I'm going to put in a This Is Fine Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because I woke up this morning and I'm not going to go into details about this, but basically my cat had a litter box disaster. She's very fluffy, including around her backside. And so sometimes things get stuck in there and it was very messy this day. So I had to deal with that on my own because my husband was working at the office. And then I have been, this semester, I was just feeling really achy all over, like headaches, neck aches, all sorts of stuff. So this was one of those days. So I have a Molly headache icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. to mark that I was aching all over. I did like a kind of a mini workout, like a bunch of jumping jacks, just so I could warm my muscles up so I could stretch them out. And then I played with the cat. She seemed very like nervous this day, especially after her litter box mishap. So needed to play with her to get some of that anxiety out. Plus, I think I was kind of meh this day too. So that Molly chasing a mouse stickers from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. and the Play with Evie script is custom from Carly Plans. I managed to grade some papers in the midst of all this. So I have another marking munchkin from Once More with Love. And then I pulled stickers for a Plan With Me and filmed a haul, so I just have a sticker sheet icon from Bella Planella to mark that. And then my husband typically takes care of scooping the litter box. That's just something he's decided to take on once we got our cat a couple years ago. But I noticed it was like kind of more full than usual in there this day for some reason. So I just went ahead and scooped the litter. The only reason I marked this is because I have these litter box stickers from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. That's where it's from. So that's why I marked it. It's kind of out of the ordinary for me, and also I just want to use my stickers sometimes. And then we watched Parks and Recreation this evening. So for that this week, I was cutting up this like Redbubble sheet that I got. I'm just trying to use it up. They're not the best stickers. I got them several years ago. So I'm just trying to use those up with this rewatch of Parks and Recreation. Thursday, I marked that it was drizzly outside, so I used a rainy day Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then this was the day I met with 50 of my students. I only teach Tuesday, Thursday classes this semester, so a lot of my students signed up to meet with me on Thursday because, of course, it's later than Tuesday. So I met with exactly 50 students one-on-one for like 7 hours. Let me count. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like 8 hours of just talking to students about their papers one-on-one. So that was kind of a lot. And then I marked at the end of the day that I upgraded my Google storage to account for all of the wedding video clips. Real interesting stuff. I was watching more of our wedding footage because, again, I thought it was going to expire the next day, so I needed to get that taken care of. It didn't end up applying, but whatever. It's done now. And then watched more Parks and Recreation at the end of the day. Friday was our California Adventure Day. It also happened to be our 3 months being married. So I have this sticker from J'adore Planning that says 3 months. I didn't get to use it as a countdown sticker, so now we're using it as a counting up sticker. So I used that to mark that we were 3 months married on April 14th. And then this was also 1 month until my birthday, which I thought was funny. So I'm going to put in a Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. holding some birthday balloons to mark that this was 1 month until my birthday. And here's where I'm probably going to slow down with putting stickers because I had to figure out how to fit everything in. So I think I had 20 things to mark on Friday. So what I did was do 2 extenders, and that gave me 5 boxes to work with. So the maths very nicely right there, right? Like 5 boxes, divide 20, and then you do 4 things in each box. But at this point, of course, I'd used a lot of the kit, so I was struggling just a little bit to figure out what labels I had left. And also what order of colors I wanted to use. So I'm going to slow down just a tad here while we are planning Friday. Of course, we went to Disney California Adventure this day, so I'm going to use a Scribble Prints Co. like Minnie Mouse ears sticker that's purple because it matched this kit. It was left over from a freebie, so I thought that matches this kit perfectly for this day. The first thing we got in line for was the Spider-Man ride, so Web Slingers. So I have a Spider-Man sticker from Once More with Love. Never had been on that before because I think Avengers Campus opened 2 years ago. I honestly can't remember, and I haven't been there. I haven't been to California Adventure since, like I said, 2014. So I had never been on the Spider-Man ride. People had said it was like overhyped. I personally really loved it. So I found it a lot of fun. Kind of scared me just a little bit, but I found it to be a lot of fun. And then right after we got out of the ride, we saw Spider-Man crawling around on the top of the building. So that was fun. He does like a little show. And then I'm going to mark that with a Doctor Strange sticker, though. That's also from the Once More with Love Marvel sheet. Because obviously I had already used the Spider-Man sticker. I don't have multiple Spider-Man stickers. But I also saw like Doctor Strange loitering around kind of in like a mysterious part of the park. And there were a lot of other characters wandering around as well that I don't care about. Spider-Man is like the only Marvel character I care about. I don't know why. It might have something to do with the fact that it's like my husband's favorite. I'm not into superhero stuff that much. So yeah. But Spider-Man I like. We just went and saw this. I'm filming this now in June, but we just went and saw Across the Spider-Verse and I really enjoyed that. Whereas a lot of other superhero movies, I'm kind of like meh about, you know? So anyway, I'm going to write in, "Hi, Spider-Man," once I get that Doctor Strange sticker in. And then like I mentioned earlier, this was Food and Wine Festival time. So at this point, we were kind of like, it was probably like 11. We're like, it's kind of early for lunch, but we didn't really have breakfast. So we ended up getting some sliders from one of the stands. They were brisket and Gouda sliders, and they were really tasty. So I'm going to use a brisket sticker from Wonton and a Million. This is from the Texas sheet in their travel sticker book that they used to sell at Michael's. So I just decided to go ahead and use the brisket sticker from that sheet because I really don't have any plans to go back to Texas anytime soon. So I haven't been to Texas for like most of my life. My grandparents lived there, but I just don't really have any plans to travel there. So I'm just going to use up the Texas stickers for other things that are relevant to it, I guess. And then I don't think I'd ever been on the aerial ride in California Adventure before. It's just, you know, one of the basic rides you go through in a little cart and it tells the story of the movie. So I have this Fox and Cactus Mermaid sticker that I used to mark going on Ariel's Deep Sea Adventure, I think is what it's called. That's a really good ride. Like the animatronics hold up. It's really colorful and fun. I took a picture to tag Tanya from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. in because I know this was around the time that she was like planning the mermaid extravaganza in her planner. So that was fun. And then we went on Soarin' Over California, which most of the time is Soarin' Over the World these days, but they brought back California for Food and Wine Festival time. So I just used this San Francisco sticker from the Wonton in a Million travel sticker book because, yes, I'll probably go back to San Francisco sometime, but like I've seen the Golden Gate Bridge a lot in my life. It's not really a destination for me anymore. So I just figured I would use this sticker. Plus, I think I have another Golden Gate Bridge sticker too. I have a lot of San Francisco stickers. I haven't been to San Francisco in a long time. I've been in the general area of San Francisco. I just haven't gone into the city proper anytime recently. I think the last time I was really in the city was maybe 2018, sometime before I moved down here. It's been a while. I do love San Francisco. It's just whenever I'm up north, like I'm never like, there's never time to go there. Oh well. Then we got some coffee, which Disneyland coffee is terrible. Unless you go to Starbucks and get the super sugary stuff that I'm like, I don't want that. I just want a hot coffee, but their coffee's terrible. But we did that and sat in Hollywoodland just to kind of enjoy the overcast weather. It was like overcast, but not too cold this day, which was really nice. Then we went on the Monsters, Inc. ride, which I don't think I'd ever gone on. So I thought I was being really clever here. I used this like Molly dinosaur sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because it reminded me of Boo from Monsters, Inc. So that ride I really enjoyed. The line was super long and there was like a couple who were in some sort of argument or stressful situation behind us. I was like, why are you in Disneyland right now if you're so unhappy? Anyway, but I really enjoyed the ride. I think like the feature with all of the doors from that movie is really cool. Then we went and got a snack after that ride. So I used a little macaron sticker from Wonton in a Million to mark this because we got like a cheese plate and then the like Mickey shaped macaron that they had for Food and Wine time. And then we went and got in line for Grizzly River Run. So it had been overcast all day. It had been like maybe 60 degrees all day. And then the sun started coming out and I'm like, okay, if we're gonna go on Grizzly River Run, because you totally get wet on that ride if you're not aware. If we're gonna go on Grizzly River Run, we gotta go now because I was wearing jeans, so they were gonna soak through, and cotton socks, like they were gonna get wet. I was kind of nervous getting in line for that because everyone had ponchos on. We did not have ponchos. I had my North Face. Nathan had like his coat on. I love that ride though. I think that was the first ride I ever went on in California Adventure when I was a kid. And it's about as thrilling as I can deal with rides because I'm not like a super thrill seeker, but it's just really fun. And of course you get soaked. And on a day where it wasn't very warm, that was a little scary, but the wait time was only like 10 minutes. That is the fastest I've ever gotten through that ride line. So it was great to get on the ride quickly and then have a great time and then still have enough time the rest of the day to dry out before it got dark. So I didn't freeze to death. So that was a lot of fun. I used like a kayaking Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because I don't have a rafting sticker. That's the closest I had. And then we went and got some IPAs and listened to some live jazz in like the waterfront-ish area. The IPAs were just fine. Like I was not really impressed with the alcohol selection for Food and Wine. It was very either basic or like weird stuff that I'm like, this doesn't taste good. So it was fine. So I used a Molly beer sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I used another Texas sticker from Wonton in a Million to mark that we went on Jesse's carousel. I really love carousels. My husband's like whatever about them. But so he found Jesse's carousel very corny, but he went on it for me. He sat on one of like the backwards facing skunks that are on that ride. So it was pretty funny. And then we went on Toy Story Midway Mania, which I don't think I'd been on that as well. And that is definitely, if I have to rank the like game rides in the Disney parks in Anaheim, Web Slingers is the best one right now. Obviously, that's the newest one. Midway Mania is kind of like the middle ground. And then Astro Blasters over in Disneyland is the worst one. There's my ranking. So I used a rocket ship sticker from Wonton in a Million. I think that was also from the Texas sheet. And then for dinner, like I said, we got boudin, we got the clam chowder bread bowls. So I finally got to use my bread bowl sticker from the sticker party. This came on a freebie a long time ago. And then after dinner, we went and walked around Cars Land. I think the main big ride was down and the other two rides looked kind of lame, so we weren't going to go on those. Like, it's basically two of the same ride where they spin you around in a car. That didn't seem worth it. But we ran into this couple who was celebrating their late daughter's birthday. They gave us a gift card to the Disney, like a Disney gift card, and we're like, oh, you don't have to do that. But they had seen we were wearing our married buttons, so I guess they wanted somebody to celebrate her birthday with. So that was very sweet of them. We'll probably pass that gift card on to somebody else because we don't necessarily need it, but that was very nice of them. And then at this point I was like, well, the Cars ride's down, like the one that's actually worth it to go on's down. There's not really anything else to do. Let's just go on Web Slingers again. So we went on Web Slingers again, which was a lot of fun. So I used the Iron Man sticker from Once More with Love to mark that because Iron Man's involved in the Spider-Man universe, right? And actually is directly involved in that particular ride. And then as we were walking out of the park, we caught the fireworks from Disneyland. You could see them as we were walking out. So I used a blobby from Oh Hello Co. that's wearing some Mickey Mouse ears to mark that. And then we came home and discovered that our cat had hacked up a massive hairball. So I used a Molly is nauseated sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I'm pretty sure that's why she had the litter box issues on Wednesday. After this point, she was totally fine. Like no anxiety, no digestive issues, whatever. So I think she was just trying to get that giant hairball out of her system. So once she did that, she was golden. Okay, Saturday was definitely more of a relaxing day. I ordered this kit from Bella Planella because I knew for sure that we had gone to California Adventure and I wanted this kit for that. And then I just relaxed a good chunk of the day. So I have a Molly Loves Her Blanket Fort sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I needed to grade some papers since I took Friday off of work. I don't have classes on Friday, or I didn't this semester, so most of my Fridays are like admin work or grading. So I graded some papers. That sticker is from Cinderella Paper. I filmed a plan with me. That planner sticker has a little like Mickey head as the clasp on it, and that is from Scribble Prince Co. And then we watched The Mandalorian, so that Yoda sticker is from Fox and Cactus. There must have been a new episode out. And then we just we watched more Parks and Recreation, or I did. I can't remember how often my husband was really like watching it with me. It was really me who was doing the rewatch there. That is what's left over of the kit. I'm going to talk you through Sunday and then we will be done. So Sunday we went to a plant sale at the Arboretum that's kind of near us. So I have a plant Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I voiced over my plan with me, so I have Molly listening to some earphones right there from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I did some more grading, so that sticker's from Cinderella Paper. And then I pulled stickers for yet another plan with me. So that sticker sheet stickers from Bella Planella. I was having a case of the Sunday Scaries this day because we were deep in the semester at this point, and all of us, I think, were just ready to be done. So I have a What in the World Munchkin from Once More with Love. We booked a campsite this day though, so we're gonna go camping in August. So haven't really planned a lot of that yet because it's still a ways off, but we at least booked a campsite. So that will be fun. I wish we could go earlier in the season, but there's a lot going on and like reservations we're booking up. So we're gonna go later in the summer, which will probably be better for the area that we're going to anyway, because right now it's kind of cold there. So I have a Molly Goes Camping sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I rounded out the day by watching more Parks and Recreation. So that is it. That is the week with my crazy extender boxes on Friday, although I feel like I spaced everything out really nicely this time around. I've really been happy with extenders this year. So that is all of Friday. And then of course you can see that I put the deco up at the top. And that is our California Adventure Week. I hope you enjoyed hearing about it. Let me know what fun summer plans you're up to. I know this isn't summer that you're seeing here, but you know, theme parks are summery. So yeah, let me know what you're up to down in the comments below, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.